So this is a awesome question, and I always tell people if they're thinking about going into breeding, they should expect all of their kings to be hosers. And hoser is the term we use for males that they spray a lot, where it's like a fire engine hose. They're constantly spraying. Not every male is going to be a hoser, but most males will spray. And the reason that I keep my particular line that I bred is because they tend to not spray, or they spray later in life. I have a very quirky stud line. Because I have such a small cattery, I'm only going to keep one king. I just don't have the space or the mental capacity to have two whole males and the amount of girls to keep two whole males happy. I focus on my stud line, and that sounds misogynistic. I can go into why I focus on my stud line, but that is a huge reason why I particularly want to keep my stud line, is because I know my male cats, I know their quirks out of that lineage, and that is a bonus of that line, is that they tend to not spray. Ratty Gas did not spray until my husband died, and then he started having some behavioral issues then and started spraying, and we retired him at that point. His Ruslan's father, Bohannon, he doesn't usually spray unless he feels threatened. So like when we'd go to a show and there'd be Bengals, or they're part wildcat, they intimidated him. They made him feel less of a man, and he would hose then. Or if he was unhappy, if he wasn't getting enough attention, he would hose then. Ruslan, thus far, he'll be a year next month, has not sprayed. Thankfully. I hope he stays that way. He is blissfully unaware of females, fairies, and a rip-roaring heat, and he has no idea what's wrong with her and thinks slapping her is going to get her out of it. But I will say, people always ask about the males. The girls are usually a lot worse. In my experience, my girls have been the ones that were spraying around the house, and a lot of people think that intact female cats don't spray. It's all about the boys. No. Fairy sprays. So yeah, she gets limited to her little pee room when I'm not right there with her, because yeah, she sprayed my couch the other day. I've known girls to pee in pans on the stove, pee in toasters. Yeah, girls can be just as gross and spray like the boys. So anytime you go into cat breeding, you should just invest in a lot of waterproof flooring. And I know breeders that like literally their walls in their house, they went up to like a couple feet with tile to not ruin their home, so that they can easily wipe everything down. That is one of my biggest fears, is that I am nose blind and somebody's going in my house that I don't know about. But I have been told, at least by my hairdresser, that I don't smell like cat piss. So I think I'm doing good. But yeah, I am very thankful that Ruslan does not spray, at least now. At least currently, as of now, he does not spray, and I am so thankful for that. And it's a big reason why I kept that line.